Imagine never being able to eat a bite of food, never being able to blend into the crowd, never fitting in. It's a surgery that could change this teenager's life forever, and a story that'll make you think twice before you take something for granted. Ramon Aguilar was born with a condition that made it impossible for him to eat normally his entire life.
Well, now at 16, he's about to undergo a risky surgery that could change that and so much more. Our Dr. Frank McGeorge joins us now with Ramon's incredible journey.
Well, you know, Carmen Devin, it has taken Ramon's family years to find a group of surgeons willing and able to take on his case. A team at Beaumont Hospital offered them hope, and in January, Ramon underwent the first of 3 major surgeries. It was a leap of faith, 16 years in the making. Ramon Aguilar and his twin brother Victor were born December 9th, 1995. Mom Angie knew immediately something was wrong.
Victor came out and they whisked him away. I heard him cry, and when Ramon was born, it was kind of quiet. Everybody in the room got kind of solemn.
His family learned Ramon had a rare birth defect called golden heart syndrome. It can cause several problems, including deformities on one side of the face.
Cleft lip, cleft palate, some have heart disease, some have facial malformations.
Doctors don't know what causes golden heart syndrome. Ramon's fraternal twin is not affected. Ramon would spend 4 months in the hospital. He needed a tracheotomy to help him breathe and a tube in his stomach to eat.
He's never eaten any kind of food by mouth.
He survived heart failure when he was just 3 years old and more than 50 surgeries. Now 16, Ramon has one wish.
I know that he wants to be like every other kid, and not being able to play sports and not being able to do a lot of stuff that his brother gets to do is kind of hard sometimes. Knowing that you're different, that's hard in itself.
Ramon is willing to risk 3 more surgeries for a shot at a more normal life.
His orbit on the right side is smaller and lower, approximately 1 centimeter compared to the left.
Dr. Concret Chiaset is one of 3 surgeons at Beaumont Hospital who will work together to reconstruct Ramon's right eye socket to make it symmetrical with the left. They'll build him a right cheekbone, which he's missing, and reconstruct his jaw to allow him to chew.
The goal is to improve his look, but the risk could be death or brain damage. So it's a risky decision for both sides, parents and doctor.
Ramon says he's nervous, but it's worth it. He's already thinking of foods he might like to try.
Some pizza, some chicken, some Mexican food like my mom made.
On the morning of surgery, Ramon's brothers do their best to lighten the mood, but Ramon is never far from their thoughts.
I've been nervous, scared.
In the operating room, the 8-hour surgery is underway. We're about 1/3 into Ramon's first reconstructive surgery, working on his jaw and right eye socket. While the craniofacial surgeon remodels a piece of skull here, more surgeons are working on other areas there. It's all carefully choreographed. A wrong move could leave Ramon blind or brain damaged, but everything goes according to the plan.
I'm really excited to see how good this turns out to be.
Good to see you.
3 weeks after surgery, Ramon is on the road to recovery. His face is already more symmetrical, but his mom says the biggest change is in his personality.
He laughs so much more than he used to. And I think it's all because he can see the change in himself, too.
Now, Ramon will need 2 more surgeries, and we'll continue to follow his progress. Now, to give you some idea of what a remarkably normal teenager he is, he was in the ICU after surgery with his eyes swollen nearly shut, updating his Facebook status.
Certainly sounds like a normal teenager. Now, I know one of the goals was to allow him to eat real food. How is that process going?
Well, that's just it. You know, it is, in fact, a process. You know, most people learn to eat as babies, and he's doing it at age 16. So tomorrow at 6 a.m., I'm going to show you what foods he's tried and what he thinks so far of this whole eating thing.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
Fascinating story. All right, Doc. Here's a look at what we're working on for tomorrow night.